Here's another question from the same person. Do you guys think you'll ever fix the relationship with Bobby Lee, and who gave you the info about Belly that caused all the mess?
Look, Bobby Lee and I on text have fixed that relationship. We will, I think you'll see us together in something, in the future. And yeah, I've apologized and taken full accountability. I love him. He's a great guy. I won't go into the tiger belly stuff, but it's over. It's over. It's done. It was a huge mistake, and he's our boy. I love the guy. I think he's really funny. I don't make any excuses. I never have. I apologize right away several times, and I throw myself in the mercy of the court.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where I would see Bobby. I'd be cool. I have no animosity towards him. I don't care. I think he's hilarious. He's so talented, but I'm sure he feels the same way. It's like my life doesn't get better if me and him are friends. Neither does his. So all good. All good.
Well,
I think he's a great guy.
Yeah, I've always.
We were never that close here. You came up with him at the Comedy Store. Yeah. I was never that close with him. I've always appreciated him. He's such a talent. He does great podcasting and stand-up.
Look, man,
but it's not like I missed
wrong. I think that putting him in that mix was wrong, 100% wrong, and I was working on bad information, and I take full responsibility. I don't even blame the information I got. I take full responsibility for that.
I blame the information we got.
That's
for a different discussion.
I always say it was the way I spoke to him. He was always my friend, always somebody I cared about. Didn't deserve any of that at all, not even a little bit. And I've not made a lot of mistakes in my life, but when I make mistakes, I've always accounted for them. And I believe a man should say, I was wrong. I fucked up. Huge learning experience. No excuses. No excuses. And I had a bad moment, and I was in a bad way. I was personally and emotionally in a bad way, man. I was in a dark place.
Yeah, it was bad timing. And also, I should have had, in hindsight, been like, what are we doing? No, we shouldn't do this. Like, we just weren't thinking. I had a million things going on. Like,
it was so dumb.
Whether he was or wasn't behind it, which we don't think he was.
Somebody that we cared about, who was a good person, who had nothing to do with it in the middle of it, was outrageous. And that's my mea culpa.
But like, if it happened now, like we're in such a better spot. If someone would have came to us with that same information, I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. It was a weird time. It was so stupid. Yeah. Yeah, so stupid.
But I think you'll see.
Who cares?
I think you'll see us, certainly me and Bobby, in the future. And I love him.
I don't know what me and Bobby would do. It's not like.
Do Donnie, so you guys can roll, whatever.
No.
All right.
Let's take a little break.
Did you hear what this asshole Brendan Schaub said? First and foremost, he still thinks Bobby Lee absolutely had something to do with starting the Fighter and the Kid subreddit. What was that thing he said? I don't have any animosity towards him. But said so defensively and such a lie, but why would you have any animosity towards Bobby Lee? He did nothing to you. And then that other statement he made, whether it was him or it wasn't him, like he still thinks Bobby Lee had something to do with it or was pushing hate on him, as if Bobby Lee would care in any way, shape, or form. So they did their Reddit AMA, well, not on Reddit, an AMA, mostly a bunch of fake questions. I might make another video coming up later about the ending of a podcast and what might have happened with his former co-host, but the Bobby Lee thing, he still thinks Bobby Lee had something to do with that. And the fact that even in like this, knowing the questions coming and having time to have prepared an answer, he just couldn't be honest and be like, yeah, I still think Bobby Lee had something to do with it. But he keeps saying, like, I had bad info. Well, you started a lawsuit, you lost, but you're still in the appeal process based on that same info from the same people who said that Bobby started the Fighter and the Kid subreddit with me. So, I don't know, ridiculous the fact that this guy is still harboring those feelings towards Bobby. And I bet you he probably still blames a lot of his failed career on that whole situation with Bobby, even though it was his fault because he made the accusations. But he's probably like, man, Bobby Lee's the reason why my podcast failed and I don't do stand up anymore. What are we doing here? But let me know your thoughts in the comments.